All right, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to our Tech Thursday. And tonight, we're going to be going over how to create a PDF file. It could be PDFs, it can be um, presentations, it can even be websites as well. Gamma can do websites. I do have a couple of websites that I have created. Actually, I created our Scrabble Tech website. I redid it using Gamma. But I have not created a presentation in about 6 months. And I use Gamma every single week. And what I do is I give it the information that I want it to pull from. And so, in doing this live on tonight, I'm actually going to first, you want to go to gamma.app, gamma.app, and I'm going to actually put this in the chat. And you can click right on that link there. They do have a free version because I use it, and with the free version, it gives you so many, a lot of things with AI, they work off of credits. So it gives you so many credits. But I actually have the paid version because it has Ideogram 3, which is an image generator. So I can create images right inside of my documents, and I can edit those there as well. All right, so let me go over here. Let me go ahead and grab my prompt. And remember, everything is all in the prompting. And so I'll come back over here to Gamma. I'm going to share my screen. I'll just share that, the whole thing. All right, so this is what the workspace looks like when you come into Gamma. You can share your presentations, your documents with others as well. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to come here to this tab where it says Create New. And when you click on Create New, you're going to have these different options. So you're going to either paste in text, which is the I'm going to use on tonight. You can, oh, actually, I'm going to do generate on tonight. So say I already had notes and an outline, and I have my own content that I'm using, which most of the time that's how I actually use it to do my presentations. Then I will do paste in text. If you just have a few lines of or a prompt, then you can use generate. Or if you want to import a file, any existing documents, presentations, or web pages, then you would click there. Also, if you already have a structured um, content, you can actually remix. And this, as you can see, this is something that is new. So I have not actually tried that one yet, but you can restructure an existing template that you already have. But for tonight's training, we're going to just work with generate, and we're going to create from one line prompt. So when you click on that, it's going to bring you to this tab here. you'll click either presentation if you're making a presentation, if you want it to be like a web page where it's, say, if you wanted to create an interactive document, if you want to create like a standard PDF document, or it also creates social media posts. I think I've used that maybe once or twice to see if I liked it or not. So down here in the next column or in the next line, these are the number of cards. So depending upon which plan you have, I think on the free plan, it lets you do like 10 cards at a time. I think mine does 20. But you'll also be able to go back in, and I'll show you that. You'll be able to go back in if you need to add to, or you can just simply just download them and then you can merge your files together. So there's always a workaround so that you're not having to spend so much money on apps. All right, so we're going to be doing a presentation. It's going to be set here for 10 cards. Where it says traditional, that would be your traditional 16 by 9. If you want your page style to be fluid, which is the default, you can also select that as well, where it will automatically adjust your content. And then if you want it to be kind of like a tall page style, then you can select that as well. Generally, I just do traditional when I'm doing a presentation. Same thing if I was doing a web page, it's going to give you also example prompts down here at the bottom. Any example prompts that you have, say like if I wanted to click that there, I can also continue to add in to the prompt. So if I know that I want to create a landing page, then I would select that, but then I will go in and put in my information of what I would want on, what I want the landing page to be. Okay. You can always go back. Same thing with documents. If you are creating like 8.5 by 11, same thing with social. And so it gives you, again, starting off, you may want to use the prompts if you don't already have what your content is going to be. So for this class on tonight, we're going to do presentation, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste my prompt in. So my prompt is create a presentation using gamma.app to transform PDFs into polished presentations. This is for a live Tech Thursday workshop at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to actually take this information out because whatever you put in the prompt is going to include it into the document. So it's going to say include these sections. So it's going to have a welcome slide, a problem slide, solution. I'm going to give it a step-by-step workflow, pro tips, before and after comparison, time comparison, live demo, and then a Q&A slide. And then it tells it to keep the slides visual with minimal text, use teal and white color scheme, add interactive elements where appropriate, and make it engaging for a live workshop audience. Now, you may be asking, where did I get this prompt from? I got this prompt from Claude. So if you tell it what you want, then it will give you the output. Okay. So once you have your prompt in, then you're going to click on Edit Prompt. And then I am going to, now you're in the prompt editor. So in the prompt editor, you can either do free form, where you can let AI divide your content into cards, or you can do card by card, where you would specify, and it's going to tell you the tips over here off to the side. So if I click back on free form, it's going to tell you what free form is. It's going to let you scale or shrink your content into as many cards as you want. So, say you wanted just one long document for a presentation, you can do that. I can literally change this down here to one card, and it would create everything on one card. So you can change that there as well. Generally, I do card by card because this tells me what the breaks are in the for each slide. Now, you can also type these three dots if you want to add cards, and you can type that right in here. So, because this prompt is from Claude, uh, usually if I was to use a prompt from ChatGPT will already have these in here because it'll automatically kind of separate it out. But I can also edit it if I wanted to have just a certain content on one card without overloading it. Okay. So again, and it tells you down here in the pro tip, if you're using ChatGPT to create outlines or content, you can ask it to add the three dashes between the sections. So that goes back to when we talked about prompting and setting up your ChatGPT or setting up your project. If you put these in project files, then you can put that in the instructions whenever I create a presentation to make sure that it has this. Or generally, what I do is I will tell it I'm creating a presentation and I'm using Gamma. I will tell it the exact app that I'm using, and then that way it will formulate the prompt based on that. Okay. All right. So let me get my timer out and you all can time this as well. We're going to see how long it is going to take for it to create this. So basically, once you have all of your prompting in here, oh, this is another thing too. On this side over here on the settings, you can have it where you are filling in your outline with added detail. So again, you can make any edits here. You can condense it or shorten the content to be concise, or you can preserve it exactly how you have it. Keep it to the original content. Most of the time, when I'm doing presentations, because I have already laid out my content and what I want for it to have, I will tell it to preserve it. I don't want you to add anything to it. Okay. You can tell it also the amount of text. If I just wanted this to be minimal, then I would change it to minimal. If I want it to be concise, this is telling you exactly what this means. It's brief paragraphs striking a balance between visuals and words. If I want it detailed is multiple paragraphs that stand out on their own. Or if I want it extensive, I would tell it, I would select extensive if I want many paragraphs with comprehensive content. Now, the thing that you can also do over here is you can tell it, because remember, AI is creating this for you. You can tell it who you're writing for. So this comes up because based off of the information that I gave it, that I'm doing this presentation, for Tech Thursday, it's writing for creative professionals and workshop attendees who convert PDFs into presentations quickly. So this would be for marketers, product teams, and content creators. And I would want for it to use American English. If I wanted this to be in a different language, then I could specify that here as well. Okay. The other thing that you can do is the tone. How do you want the tone? You can select that there. For your output, you can select that there. And then for your visuals, down here, you can create your actual theme. So you can use themes that are in here, or you can customize this according to your brand, right? For images, it does use AI images. It's going to be automatic. No, AI images. So this is going to generate original images and graphics using AI. And the model that they use is Ideogram 3. You can tell it what type of images you want. Do you want it photorealistic? Do you want it in illustration style? Do you want it abstract? You want 3D? Do you want line art? Or do you want custom? Me, I just always keep mine on photorealistic. You can add keywords um, to your design as well. And then down here, it gives you the format. So this is a traditional presentation style. Okay. Now, if I do card by card, let me go back because I don't think that it only selected one card there. And I wanted to do 10. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to hit generate and we're going to see how long it's going to take for Gamma to create this presentation. Ten seconds. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 40 seconds. 50 seconds. 1 minute. 1 minute, 20 seconds. 1 minute and 33 seconds it took to build out this presentation. How long would it have taken you to build out 10 slides if you had to do it all from scratch? It has your images, your workflow. It has all of this in here. The traditional method of creating slides is 4 to 6 hours, and that is about accurate. 4 to 6 hours because you have to do your manual extraction, you have to create your slides, you have to format it, you have to do all of your design, you have to revise it. With Gamma, 15 minutes and out, I'm done. I can move on to the next thing. All I have to do is upload either my prompt or my content and allow Gamma to do all of the work. And it does everything. So, how much time are we saving? 93% time is saved. So now we are reclaiming hours for strategic thinking, content refinement, or other high value tasks. So, say I wanted to um, edit some of the graphics in here because they love to keep, you have to be prompting it for them to put us in it. And that's what any AI, they just automatically. So, normally, so what I would do is I would double click this and then it's going to open up. And then here you will see the prompt. So what I do is I will come in and I will say a professional Black woman presenter. If I wanted to do other things, however I wanted to, if I wanted to change her clothes or whatever, however detailed I want it to be, it will create it that way. I don't usually get all that much into here. Down here, this is where, because you get so many credits with the image portion of it, it's going to automatically set to give me 3 images. So anytime I go back in to do one, and then this is what they are using. They are using Ideogram 3.0. Okay. You can also um, see here again, they didn't upgrade it. There are other models that you can use, but ideogram it works well. So I have that information in there. Now I'm just going to click generate. And then what it's going to do is going to generate a new image. And you see and then I can select from either of these images. If I don't like it, like they have her cut off, um, I can come back in professional Black woman. Let's see if it's going to do it that way. The other thing about when you're creating the images, say it doesn't get it right, then you can actually go back and you can scroll down here and you can put in the original image that you had. I don't know if it was, I think it might have been this one here. So it kind of cuts her off, but that's just because of this image box that's here. It's not really a full one. There we go. We got more of her face there. So we'll keep her there just like that. If there was anything else that you wanted to edit inside of the presentation, you can do that as well. Um, there's anything you wanted to take out, anything that you wanted to change, all you do is you would go into the spot where you wanted to make the change, and you would just make it. Say you wanted to remix um, a card. So each of these are called cards. Say you wanted to remix how it looked, then you would be able to do that as well. If you were using this presentation and you wanted to add speaker notes, you would just click here in the top right corner, and then you can add your notes here. So say I wanted to have AI to do notes for me. Then I just click generate, and it's going to generate the notes for me for this slide. Okay. I'm trying to see what else is there here. So this is actually set for our Scribble Tech um, branding. But if you wanted to change it, you would come up here at the top where it says theme, right up here in the top right, and you click on theme. And then I could select any one of these. There are standard themes that are here. You have dark themes, light themes, professional. Say I wanted to see what it looked like in this theme right here. Okay. And then you can just go through and you can kind of click on them. and see if it's maybe something else that you would like. And it will change and adjust it accordingly. Okay. Let's see. The other thing would be once you find, say you didn't like what it put out, you can go back to the prompt and you can start all over again. You're not just relegated to um, what has been created here. But again, you can make changes in this document. If you wanted to link this, say to a template, then you would click on it and then you would just place the URL there and it will become clickable. All right. You know how you have links on PDF documents? You can do the same thing inside of the presentation. Um, see what else. Um, all right, so this is one thing that you can do. How would you download it? So you would come up here to share, and then you would click on export, and then you can download either all of the cards or you can do a custom range, and you can export it to a PDF, to a PowerPoint, to Google Slides, or if you want it PNG. You can also post this directly to LinkedIn if you connected your LinkedIn account. Okay. If you are sharing it, maybe to like social, or if you're actually sharing this link, then you will be able to view all of the analytics. So you would be able to see who's accessing the document as well. Okay. If you wanted to embed this presentation on your website, you would just click on embed, copy that embed code, and place it right on your site. Same thing if you want to share it, then here is the copy link. So oftentimes what I do if I have a say I've created a document and I want to share it like in my emails as a link, then all I would have to do is just copy this link and then place it into my email. Or you can place it into community. You can place it into like school. Generally, sometimes I will place them as links. Other times, I just like to upload the files, simply because that's just what I prefer to do. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You can share the link here. If you wanted to make this discoverable on the web, you can do that by enabling it. Also, if you wanted to create a password for people to view it, you can enable that here as well. Right? The other thing is you can actually present inside of Gamma. So you don't necessarily have to download. If you come over here to the right where it says present, click on the down arrow, and then you could present it either in this tab, you could present the full screen, you can use presenter view and view your notes while you're presenting. The people won't be able to see your notes, but you will. Okay. And then if you have people that are following you on Gamma, you can have a follow link or for people to follow you from the document. You can do that as well. Okay. I'm trying to think if there is anything else as far as presentations. I'm sorry, I just now saw your um your comments. Yes, it will take you, it definitely takes those 4 to 6 hours to create. And that's if you don't have anything else that you are doing in order to create. Again, if I wanted to swap out any of these images, I could. And yeah. Some of the common questions that people have, can you use your own images? Yes, you can. So if I wanted to, if I double click here and I come over here, I would come up here to where it says AI images, and then I would just select from here image upload or URL. So I can click to upload my own image here. And let's see here. Did I do one for tonight? Hold on a second. Let me see. Say I wanted to upload this image, then I can do that as well. And then just close that out. And you see now my own image is there. Okay. Any other questions that you all have? Anything that you would like to see? What are your thoughts? And again, this is just for using, let me get, let me show you how to create a PDF. It's the same thing, but I'll be able um, show you some other things that you would be able to do with it as well. All right, so I'm going to get another prompt so that you can see how to do documents. All right, and then, okay, so let me come back over here and let me share my screen again. All right, in order to go back to the your dashboard, you're gonna go over here to the top left and click on that, click on the G, and that's gonna take you back. Okay. Here is your workspace, and you can see right here, this is where the presentation that I just created is right here. Okay. Now, if I wanted to create another one, I'm going to go back and click on generate. And I'm going to click on document. And let's see here. I'm still going to do, maybe I'll do, no, it's going to be one page. So this is going to be a one pager. All right. So then I'll go ahead and click on edit prompt. Right. It's giving it the information. You can make any changes here. And now you see how this says 10 cards? You don't necessarily need 10 cards. We want them to do it in one. So you can change that down there. And then we're going to click generate. and it's doing what it's doing. There we go. Now we can start our time. All right, that was about 50 seconds that it took to create that. Now, even though I selected for it to be on one page, it's not going to all fit on one page. So you see here, the dotted line there, that's technically showing you where a page break is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the prompt. I'm going to go back to the prompt, and then I'm going to change that to 2 cards. And then I'm going to have it generate again. And you can do that as many times as you need to. So it's generating. All right. That was about 28 seconds. And so this is pretty much like a quick start guide, like a handout that goes with the workshop. And it has the information that is here. It has pro tips. It's going to have some prompts as well. And so basically, this is going to go. Now, I see that it did it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it do 3 cards. Because sometimes you just don't really know when you're not giving it your exact information for your exact content. So we just do it until we get it right, how we want it. Right, and there we have it. So, same thing, if you want to share it, you can export it. So I'm just going to export this as a PDF. Right, and can you all see the PDF that I just opened? Let me know if you can see it.
I can see it.
Great.
I can see
And there
it.
you go. Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, we can see it.
So you see it's still kind of cut off a little bit. Um, so I probably could do another card, which is what I will do for class purposes. Okay. And that's how you use Gamma. So it's literally a game changer. This would be considered one of the seed formats that you because we talked about taking things from one seed and creating multiple things. So this is an example of one of the multiple things that you can create from any existing content that you already have, or anything that would be new. You can do that. So any comments or questions?
Shelby, I have a question. I just want to know, so if I were to create a PDF about whatever topic, I wanted to, I guess whatever content I wanted to use,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen like some people they'll put like in their email, if you get the email, and they'll have a PDF embedded within the email, like you have to click on it.
Mm-hmm.
If I if I'm making myself clear, I don't know all the terminology, but if you click on that, and then it'll be like a free download or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
with more information. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and some people when you click on it, it's a free download, and then sometimes they'll have on there for any amount. Like if you want to, they have it. Like if you want to do whatever, $5,
Mm-hmm.
$2, $3, whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
that. So this is the concept of how that's created. Like if you have an email, this is what it is: an email with a PDF in it.
Mm-hmm.
This
So
can do
y-
that.
yes. So you wouldn't create your email here, but inside of your email, whether it's a link, whether you are um, hyperlinking, um, whether it's a button, all of those things, you would click on the actual link, and then you would just place this link here from the Gamma into the email um, document. Does that
Okay,
make
so
sense?
yes. So my next question is like, so are people using like Chat GPT to create the email itself? I mean, I can really write my own email, but I'm just
Yes.
saying, we're talking about expediting time and using the tools.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So the Chat GPT can create the email, and then I can do the PDF and Gamma, and then
Mm-hmm.
embed it in the email.
Absolutely.
Is that right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Even if you mentioned something, so I want to go back to something that you did mention. You mentioned about um, sometimes if you click something and maybe it's linked to like a payment gateway or something like that. Those type of things are generally like what I want to call it. Those are uh, payment gateways. So they're using some type of whether it is a PayHip or if their email marketing system has where they could have a product. And so like if you click a link, to get the free download, that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
two separate things. So like this right here just creates the document,
Oh,
or
okay.
creates but you can link it inside of email, even if you're just using Gmail, you can still link it. Um, so let me, oh, I should have left that tab open, my bad. I'm going to show you what I mean,
Okay.
and it'll make sense. All right,
Because they even
so
have like PayPal, you can use PayPal. So all that's generated through whatever system you're talking, one of those systems
correct.
you
Hmm.
mentioned. Okay.
Right, so PayPal would be their payment processor. So I'm going
But
to
they
show.
also have where you can put your debit card information or whatever your credit or debit card information, and it's
Right.
another way. Okay.
Right, because that would be considered a payment processor that they are using to process the payment portion of it, but you're still going to create your free download or your document in Gamma and just use that link. You can either use the link or you're going to upload it directly into um, you'll upload it directly into, let me do this here. I'm going to just do. Actually, I don't want to do it in here. Let me just do this. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use my email as an example. All right, so let me come back over here. Hmm. So if you are using like just a regular email, so I would say
Okay.
something like, here's your free download. And then I can
Okay.
do like click here. So I can
Okay.
highlight here and then come down here and select the link where it says insert link down here at the bottom.
Mhm.
Paste the
Okay.
link there and then hit apply. Now you see
Okay.
what happened here? It highlighted it. So if I
Yes.
was to click on that word, you can see that this is the link that it's going to go to.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Okay.
one way of doing it. But if you're working inside of um, like a payment processor or anything that has a payment processor or a payment gateway, then 9 times out of 10, you have to either have a button or you have to create it as a product. And then you connect the product to the link or to the download, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard for
Okay.
me to explain it without having a specific platform that you're using because each
And
platform is different. The general process is the same, but each platform or app um, just works a little bit differently in how it's done, but it's still the same overall general process. So either you're going to have a button or you're going to have a product where you can upload that document and it's connected to that button or connected to the payment gateway. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
thanks. Yes, it does.
Once you see it, then it's like, oh, that's how they do it. I,
Right.
I
Because
I
yeah.
would have to know what your payment gateway is or what service you're using, then I can give you a better understanding of
Well,
what
for
that looks like.
example, like I have already set up with something else that I was doing. I have a Stripe.
Okay.
So I don't know if you mean like that. That can be,
Yeah.
I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. So you can actually, um, I'm almost positive that you can do digital. Yes, you can do digital products in Stripe. So I am
Yes.
familiar, yeah, I am familiar with that. So it would just be the same process. So basically, what you would do, you would create a product inside of Stripe.
Oh, inside of Stripe.
Yeah, you would have to create it inside of Stripe if that's the only thing that you're using.
Well, what else
So,
can I use?
well, Stripe can be your payment processor. Like Stripe is one of my payment processors on my website. So I'm not sending people directly to Stripe. Stripe is just processing my payment. When people go to my website, then I have a product set up for them to purchase the download or to get the free download. That makes sense?
Okay, so you have okay. Let me wait. Let me try to digest it. I'm visual, so
No,
let me
you're fine.
digest. You said
No, you're
say
good.
that. Say it again. So when people go to your web to
Right. Okay. So
your
let me pull up.
or
In
your
fact, yeah, I do have a free download. So we're just gonna go to my website. I can show you the front because there's like a front end of it and there's a back end.
okay.
So
Well, let
it's
me
not
while
just
you.
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, it's not just one like there's a front end process, the customer side, and then there's the back end, which would be your side, which is what you would be responsible for um in how they're going to get their product. Okay, so let me share my screen. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. All right, so in my store, I have this right here is a free download. So this is Be Not Weary and Well Doing.
Okay.
So they're going to add this to the cart.
Okay.
Then they're going to come over, view the cart,
Okay.
and then they're going to check out.
Okay.
Okay. So give me your email. We're going to send this to you.
Okay. Lady Lady
Mhm.
JE Levine at yahoo.com.
Phone number.
409-553-7761.
Uh-oh, it went out. Say it again.
409
Okay.
553 7761. Seven
Okay.
seven. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Okay. 7761. So we're going to press continue. So this is the customer journey. This is what the customer sees. So we're going to
Okay.
place that order there, right?
Right.
Okay. So you're going to go to, okay. So I'm going to have to actually send this. Actually, you should, can you look at your email?
Okay. Okay. The email, which one? From today or
So the email that
let's
we
see.
just put in.
Oh, okay. Just a second. It hasn't come through. Okay,
Mhm.
here it is. Okay.
And is there a download link in that email?
Okay, I'm waiting for it to come through my just a
Okay.
little slow. Okay, let's see here. Yes, I do see a download link.
Okay. So you can download that.
Okay, click on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, being okay. Here's the article. So click on the article or what? Because it went to my download, so I guess that's where it was supposed to go.
Yeah. So you'll want to go to your downloads. And actually, I
Okay.
think that I created that in Gamma. In fact, I'm
Okay.
almost
So
positive that I did.
okay. So this is a what you call a PDF document. What is this? PDF
That's a
document.
PDF
Okay.
document.
Okay. When I click on it, okay, it's here.
Mhm.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to show you because I know that I created it in here because I haven't created anything outside. Let's see here. At least I thought that I did. What is that called again? I would have to go back and look. Oh, wait a minute. Probably because I'm not on the right tab. Told y'all I've been. I don't. So you see how you received that document?
Yes.
Okay. So we had to go to my website in order for you to receive that, correct?
Okay. This came from the website. Okay. Right. I
Yep,
saw
that
when you
came
put
from
me
the
on the
website.
screen.
But
Right.
on the
Okay.
back end, I had
Yeah.
to set up a product in
Okay.
order for it to be delivered to you. Okay. So
Okay.
what I
Right.
did was I had to I created, and you can see this right here. This is the document right here. I
Okay.
created
It's
this
like.
here in
Mm-hmm.
Gamma, but then
Okay.
what I did was I downloaded it and then I uploaded it into my product on my website.
Okay.
You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? So it's like a two-step process.
Okay.
And
Okay.
now you're able to purchase that. And then, like, if this was something that was for sale, say it was $5 or something like that,
Okay.
then
Mm-hmm.
Stripe would process the payment.
So how do
You
I
have
connect Stripe to it?
so in your website, this is two ways that you can do it. In your website, you would select Stripe to be your payment processor, or say you don't have a website, you would still create a product in Stripe, and then you would upload that document to that product. Once
Okay,
that
so I would
product,
have to,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So once that product is connected to that once the document is connected to the product, then you would just give people the link. And that link is going to take them directly to the product page to buy that whatever it is that you're selling, that document.
Okay, so I have a question about, okay, I know there are other, besides Stripe,
Mhm.
what do you think is the best, I guess, payment processor?
So I personally always have Stripe for all of my businesses. I
Okay,
have Stripe and I also use Square. I
okay,
have PayPal, but I don't actively use PayPal. It's set up as an option on my website, but I don't technically like that's not my first. Basically, when you come to my website, you have the option either you're going to be either my payments are processed through Square or through PayPal. Other businesses that I do. My payment processor is Stripe. It just depends on what I'm doing, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense to me. So, like my Stripe, I haven't really had anything, I haven't done any product or anything, but I have it set up with another, with something else I was doing. So I guess I can use that same Stripe anywhere, or I have to keep
So,
creating another Stripe for depending on
oh,
like if it's a different business.
yeah, you could create another Stripe. So if you went in there, um, see, it goes back to what are you using to sell your product? Like, are you using your website?
Well, I have it set up in another website.
Okay.
Right now. It's in another website. So it's connected to that website, I guess. I'm assuming that, when I went through and set it up and all of that, because we had to create that. So, if a product is purchased in that website, it's going to go through the Stripe. But I
Hmm.
was my question is that same Stripe, because it's in that website, so I can't use it for another. I have to do a whole nother Stripe. Let's see if I have another, I guess, another website. I have to do another Stripe.
Well, if it's the same business, if it's the same name, then you can use the same Stripe.
Okay.
You don't have
Okay.
to
Okay.
create a new one. Now, if it's a different business, then you can create another Stripe and you can go in and create it under they call it creating a new organization so that you can see both of the accounts on the
Oh,
same,
okay.
yeah, in the same login.
Okay. I know
Yeah.
Stripe seems to be have made some changes too. I haven't really gone and looked, but I get these emails about it's
Yeah.
like they're upscaling to like a I don't know what word to put there, but more
Hmm.
than just payment processing or something, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all changing and scaling and all of the things. I believe that a lot of them are preparing for crypto.
Okay.
That's just the time that we are living
Yes.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
So, hmm once you kind of see it, then it makes more
It'll
sense.
make sense, right?
Yeah,
Because,
it'll
with me
make more
just
sense.
trying to visualize it, but when I actually like hands on and I guess
Hmm.
I'm doing it, then I'll say, okay, for me, I know it'll click.
Yeah, yeah, it will. Hmm. It will. Good questions though.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you so
questions.
much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see here. Tatiana, you will love Gamma. You didn't miss too much, but the replay will be in the academy.
I have a
Um,
question about something else. I don't know if that's part of this, probably not a part of this presentation. I don't know.
mhm.
But the assessment, that's separate. I mean, you know how you create an assessment? You know what
Yes.
I'm talking about? That's not a
Mhm.
part of this, is it? Or is it?
It's not a part of this class, but we can
Okay.
make it a part. I was gonna go into showing you guys some things on tonight, but
Well, go
um
ahead.
yeah, yeah, how I created that. I use AI to build that out.
Okay,
I
because I'm just
created it.
trying to, okay, because I know that if that's one way to build up my email base, and that's where I'm trying to,
Hmm. To
I
do
know
an
that would be
assessment.
one way. Yeah, if I did an
Hmm.
assessment, because, you have to enter your name and your email. And I'm sure there are other ways because, I look at stuff and they say, okay, when I click on it, if I want the information, I got to put my email. So that's
Hmm.
what I'm trying to, for me, I want to build up an email base where people can click on it and I get the email so I can start sending, that way because a lot of
Hmm.
times, I used to go on Facebook Live a lot and I haven't really been going on it like I I've just kind of been stagnant right now. Well, I'll
Mhm.
say just kind of, let me say, have taken a pause from going live like I used to. But, like the algorithm, it's just, at least people say the algorithm is not, you don't know. And then people will look at you don't even know who's watching your live. They
Mhm.
don't comment. I might see
Right.
somebody in the grocery store in the city, they say, "Oh, I saw you such and such. Oh, that really blessed me." But I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I couldn't tell them this, if
Right.
if they don't comment, then so that way, this way to me, with the email system or the assessment or whatever the people are using to say, okay, if you want to know more, click on this, and they have your email, so who is actually engaging your
Right.
content.
Mhm. Yeah. You have to decide what you're going to use, what your base systems are going to be. And once you decide that, then it makes it easier to actually get an understanding of how the process works.
Mhm.
So whether you're using Kit or MailChimp, I think we had talked about that before.
We did.
You just have
Mhm.
to, yeah, you just have to decide on what you're going to use. And then from there, you'll be able to do um, integrations. Hmm.
Which one is more, I guess, user friendly, Kit or Mailchimp? I know you
I've
said you
used,
prefer Kit.
yeah, yeah. That's because I've been using it for probably about a year and a half or so now, uh, and I've gotten into like the analytics and things of that nature. So that's what I use. Mhm.
No
Mailchimp is,
more
is it's
questions.
not difficult.
Hmm.
Just takes some time for you to, I mean, not a long time, but I mean, everything is pretty much drag and drop. A lot of things are drag and drop.
And Kit, same thing.
Kit has templates. They all have templates,
Okay.
so, you can build something out with a template. Um, and yeah, take it from there. There's also one called Mailer Lite, MailerLite, Mailer Lite. Is another popular one. But do your
Okay.
research to see what's going to be, the best. Um,
Well, for me, I want something that's user friendly, because I've never really built my own website. So, you know, I hope, like, if I choose Kit, I hope it's like, user friendly. I don't have to, not,
mhm,
it's easy to use. So, to set
mhm,
it up.
yeah. There's still other things that you can do. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still going to have something to capture your email addresses. You're going to have something, but you don't necessarily have to have a full-blown website either.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm. Not starting out. You don't
So
have
what
to.
again? So what would I
Mm-mm.
use if I don't have? I'm gonna put my because I know you feel like you're probably talking to nobody. Let me put on my camera. But anyway, so what are the options if I don't have a full blown website?
You can use something like if you ever see people like when we say click the link in bio, you can do a
That
link.
yes, but I don't know how to do that either.
Yeah,
But I
that's
see
us.
it all the time.
Yeah, that's easy. Now that right there is easy. Um, and so there's some different options that you can use. Um, so I'm gonna put together a tech stack. We call it tech stack list. So just some things that I've used.
Okay.
Um, so that you have some type of idea in starting out of where to go and how to do your research. If you're going to be the one that's actually doing it, or if you're going to have, a virtual assistant, or just someone that is knowledgeable enough um, to help you set those things up. Um, but yeah, I'm going to put together a tech stack list.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
And these
you.
will be things that I've actually have used. So
Okay. Thank you
mm,
so much.
you're welcome. All right. Anyone else? Let's see, Teresa. This is such great information. The rest will come with just playing around with content, document creation, I guess. Absolutely. The more you use it, and the more familiar and comfortable you are with it. So, anyone else? All right, y'all ready to go create some documents and some PDFs?
I am. Yes, I'm gonna actually try it.
Yeah, you should. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to learn it is if you actually um, try it.
No, I really have to like the prompts. Either I have my own prompt, I can use their prompt. Depending,
Yep.
I just have to type in the right thing for it to.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's probably the thing. I guess like you were you pretty much I say detailed with your prompt. Now that was
Mm-hmm.
your prompt or that was the gamma prompt?
That was a prompt from Claude, which
Okay,
is
now
like a
Claude
chat
is
GPT. Mm-hmm.
okay, spelled is it CLAUDE?
CLAUDE.
C L
Yeah,
A
CLAUDE.
U. Okay, Claude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yep.
Claude dot
I think it's .ai.
AI. So that's like a
Mm-hmm.
chat GPT. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Tatiana, you could do workbooks in here. I pretty much like to do workbook. Well, it depends on how much work I want to do. Um, Canva just came out with um their updates, their latest updates. And so we'll do some Canva training on Canva and how to use some of those features. Um, yeah, so most of the time I would create workbooks in Canva simply because I already have templates. So this is stuff that I've been doing for years. So I already have templates. So for me, I'm not for sure if I would necessarily, I mean, I probably could, but I don't know if I would necessarily um, do that because I already have the templates for workbooks. And so for me, I'm just swapping out information. I'm sure that there is a way for me to be able to do that in using Canva AI. I possibly could um, download a workbook and see what Gamma would do. Um, I can do that. I never tried that, but I'm certainly willing to try it and to see. But yeah.
Thank you. I was thinking about Canva, but sometimes my creativity with the design is not the best.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to give it a go.
Uh-huh. Yeah, give it a go. Like with if you try Canva AI and have it design something. If you click on design, or you could do um, we could just see what it can do with that. But I'm going to definitely see about um how it, taking content that I already have and making what Gamma would do for that if I was to upload it as far as a workbook. Now, the other thing that it comes when you talk about a workbook, is this something that you would want published or printed?
I feel like I'm still going back and forth with that, but I really do believe I do want some printed from maybe some in-person classes that I'll do or in-person workshops.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, I want the digital available as well. So
Right.
possibly both.
So I probably wouldn't use Gamma when you're talking about actually publishing, because there are certain layouts that you have to have when uploading to KDP for workbooks. So that's one of the reasons why I have the templates that I just rinse and repeat. Um, and I'm not for sure that Gamma would be able to do that, so that it would be in that particular format that's needed. But definitely in Canva, um, you can do that. And like I said, I have templates. There are free templates that are out there. Um, I can share those resources as well, where to get ISBN numbers from. So yeah. So we're definitely going to go down the rabbit trail of, some of the, I call them specialty courses of showing you how to publish and different things of that nature, because that's a whole other, that's kind of different. Like you don't just write a book and think that that's just it. Like there's certain formatting that you have to have and things of that nature. And so, listen, yeah, I'm not going to go there, but yeah. So, yeah. Right. Anything else? This was good.
Yes. Yes. Are you saying is Canva AI or is it Canva.ai?
No,
Or when you
Canva
say
AI is inside of Canva.
oh, okay, inside of Canva.
It's an
Okay.
option inside of Canva.
Okay. And I do have
Mhm.
another question. Let's say I have some videos that I've done, Facebook Live videos. Is it any way that what can I do? Can I turn those videos into like courses or
Mhm.
what can I do, to make to yeah, what can I do? Because I used to do a lot of videos when I did my I Pray Daily 3 Prayer Challenge. I was coming on like 3 times a day, and every time I had a different little lesson because I always did a lesson, and then I would pray. So I was thinking about those videos. I'm like, do I turn them into PDFs? Do I turn them into courses on, like, you know, make it out of a
Mhm.
course or just I don't
There's
know.
a there's a lot that you can do with those. You can make it a course. You can make it handouts. You can make it just audio. You can make it um, workbooks. There's a
Oh
lot of
wow,
things that you
really?
can. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that's a
Wow.
part of the whole one seed framework. So your one video, it could be a blog.
Okay, wow. Okay,
So
what you call it?
you
One
did save your
scene.
videos from Facebook though, didn't you?
Well, I
Please
don't
tell
know
me
if
you
I saved
did.
them or not. I hope I did. I think I did. I mean, do they delete after a while?
They
Oh, they
started
do?
to, yeah, they started deleting.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
I still have them.
I want to say this year. Um, and now if you go live on there, they only keep them for like 30 days. So
Because
if
I
you
will get something saying, do you want to keep this or something? They will notify me before they delete it. Well, I don't know if I, let's see, I don't know if I still, oh gosh, I hope I saved them. I don't know. You
if
know,
you didn't if you didn't download them, they're probably gone.
they probably are. Unless it's art, it used to automatically archive, I thought.
Yeah, they used to. They don't
Well,
do
let me
that
see
anymore.
here. Oh Lord, let me go and see if I can. Let me see. I forgot how to even get there. I gotta play with it. Okay, here's
Yeah.
the archive. I don't. Okay, well, you know what? Well, let's see, Jesus. Well, well, I don't. I really don't think.
No, they
I
started.
don't think they're here. Oh man.
Yeah,
That's
so
another.
okay. You're welcome, Tatiana. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, we can ready to fold it down. Um, yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I am an advocate to not just keep your content on these social media streets, to make
Hmm.
sure that you always have a way to download your content.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
that's
goodness.
why even when like doing Facebook lives, when doing Facebook lives, I use StreamYard so that I have access to my content. So I can literally download it when I'm done. Or you can still live stream to Facebook, but you're going to want to make sure that you download it so that you save it. Otherwise, after 30 days, they're not keeping them any longer than 30 days.
So I guess all of that I did, as far as the lives go, now I do have my content written down. I got my stuff. It's probably packed. Probably still haven't. I still have all my content. Because I would make my
Yeah.
notes before I go live. But the video, I was just thinking, we're gonna do this. But the main thing, I guess, is the content. So I have the
Mm-hmm.
content written. I have that written down. So I have the content. But I was just like, I thought these videos stayed on here forever. You see, I'm not really techie.
Mm-mm.
I'm limited. Let me say that. I used to be limited, but I'm getting ready to, you catching me up. You catching
Yes.
me up.
Yes,
Well, I
ma'am.
guess okay, well, so say la vie. I do have the content written. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
ebooks is another thing. I don't know. I guess that's a whole nother day, another day.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
off into, a lot of the other things for sure. Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Mhm. All right, then we'll see what topic we'll get into on next week. But we're here every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until the Lord says something different.
Okay. All
All right.
righty.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you. You too. Good night.
Uh-huh. All right, good night. Bye-bye. Love you too, Teresa.
Bye.